segment 2 on the Danny Vegas Live Show. We are doing classic Business Titan segments today because, first of all, this is it, man. Merry Christmas. I got to say Merry Christmas because Christmas is on Monday. Today is Thursday right here at the Gene Woods Racing Experience. As you can see, I'm kind of solo today. It is the third week of the month, and everybody's kind of just shutting down for the holiday, and hey, love it. Go have a great weekend. Go have a great time. Enjoy your family. Next Business Titan, Jerry Zimmerly of Focus Plumbing. Joe Gamble, go. Segment 4. We are now $1 million into the show. This is the Danny Vegas Live Show, and we are Business Titan up to here. Jerry Zimmerly, welcome back to the show. Let me tell you something, man.
Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome. You are always so excited, so excited to talk about plumbing. But we're going to get right into it. You guys also listen.
You know, I try, Danny.
Okay.
I try. I like to talk.
I know. Me too.
You know, we always think we know what our customers want.
Right.
When we're in business, and we decided to do something a little bit different at Focus Plumbing, and we decided to ask. Mm-hmm. We hired a firm out of Henderson, and they called folks, and they sent them flyers and mailers and did all their things that they do to gather that information, and we found out some pretty cool stuff from our audience right here in our valley, not just what we thought.
Right. And what did we learn?
We learned that plumbing actually showed up later on the list. They want their plumber to show up. They want them to look professional. Mm-hmm. They want them to be on time.
Right.
That was a big concern. They wanted to understand their issues. They wanted to feel like they could talk to the person. I think what happens is when a service guy comes out and he says it's $800, well, what's wrong? Well, the thing's wrong. Okay, gosh, okay, fine, here you go. And that just feels bad for folks. They want someone that can say, show them a picture and go, hey, here's what it is.
So you asked all of these people who don't have anything to do with Focus Plumbing and money, they want to save money, they want an affordable plumber, didn't come up on top?
No, it didn't. People want value. And price is always a concern. We don't want to pay more than we have to, but people want value. If there's a $10 meal versus an $8 meal, and one provides all this nutrition, and it comes with a great plate and served by great people, don't we want that?
That's what we do want. And I will tell you something, and this is, like I tell my wife, this is not sweet talk, this is real talk. I am a Focus Plumbing family. I know firsthand how this whole platform of on time, looking professional, communicating, telling me what's going on. I experienced it firsthand during an emergency at my house. And man, talk about coming through with flying colors. I am Focus Plumbing for life.
And I think people really, that's a show thing, right? We did this for the show. No, you should have heard Danny's voice that morning when he called me.
Yeah.
And his AC is out, and his plumbing's not working, and hey, everything's on the rocks when we don't have water and air.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a desperate situation. So for me, the things that I take from being on time, looking professional, communicating well, that makes me think that people want to be respected. So can we go through those areas, those topics, and talk about specifically how does Focus Plumbing respect my time or Danny's time as a customer?
Gosh, a couple of ways. The first thing we do is when we pull up, we want to show you that we get right out of the truck. I know that may sound a little silly, but we get right out of the truck, we come right to the door, and we knock on the door in a certain part so we don't wake up all the kids. And so that we don't sound like cops beating the door. There's a process for everything we do. We show up and we're clean because we do have on that clean shirt, and we do have insignia on our shirt saying, hey, here's my ID, this is who I am. I have been drug screened, and I have been background checked, and I am green screened, and I am all these things. And it lets people know a doctor's supposed to look like a doctor a little bit when they walk in the room. And that's what customers want. They want to feel secure, and to save their time, it's like, okay, these guys have suited up and showed up. I think this might be worth my time.
We want especially the ladies. We want to feel safe when there's a contractor that comes to my door. You know what I hate about needing a contractor to come to my door. I hate it when they tell me, okay, cable's out. They're going to show up Saturday between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Oh, thank you. There goes my entire Saturday.
The whole day's gone.
And I do not feel respected by my cable company when they do that. How is Focus Plumbing different?
You know, back to the polling, and that was very important to them. So what we did is this. We're going to give you a 2-hour window, Nicole.
It sounds fair.
A 2-hour window. And what that does, you're not waiting at home all day because your time is important too. Now, if you're a Diamond Lifetime member,
Right.
We're going to guarantee we can be there in 4 hours, and you still get a 2-hour window.
Okay, so if Danny calls up at
That's
2
right.
o'clock in the morning and there's an emergency,
We're going to say, Danny, we're going to be there between 3 and 5,
perfect.
or somewhere along within those constraints.
Okay.
And you have there's a plumber on call.
Yes, sir.
Just in case old Danny's having a problem.
There's more than one.
No, there's more than one. Okay, cool.
All right, so let's talk about communicating well. How do I know that my plumber is going to be a good guy that respects me, patient enough to explain what I need to know before I make a major buying decision?
Well, first of all, we pay him for that.
Okay.
Our plumbers aren't on commission. They get paid a little extra when they treat you right, and when they communicate well, and when you give them a good rating and go online and say, hey, that's how they get a little extra. But how they do it is this, Nicole. They, just like your first grade teacher did, they break out a book and they just show you. There's simple little drawings that explain almost everything in plumbing. And if you just slow down a little bit, you can talk to the customer. One of the things we do that's different is most companies go to 8 to 12 calls a day. We do 4 to 5. It takes time to do it right, and it takes time to clean up after yourself after you've done a good job. And so that communication takes time as well. And if you sit there and I go, this part of the toilet is what got clogged up, right here, and this is why we had to use that tool to get in there. Do you understand, Nicole? And you say yes or no, boom, and you've got it.
Sure, if I know what I'm going to receive, I'm going to be far less unwilling to part with money if I see the value and understand what it is. Now, Danny, you mentioned something before about being a lifetime member of
Yes.
Focus. What does that mean?
Well, basically, I'm part of I would call it almost like a concierge. I have a concierge type agreement with Focus Plumbing. I am, when I call, I am the man of the minute. Yeah, I
is
am
that
the
your
man
Diamond?
of the minute.
Is that your Diamond Club, Jerry? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what Diamond Club is and how is that different for me, who is a new potential customer of Focus, versus Danny, who is a lifetime customer?
Gosh, it starts, Nicole, with a 300-point inspection of your plumbing system.
Right.
Okay, so what's going to happen with that is we're going to come out there, we're going to inspect that plumbing system. You're going to get you don't pay a service fee. You're going to be guaranteed that we get there within that 4 hours.
Okay.
And then we're going to give you a 15% discount on top of all of it.
So your straightforward pricing, the pricing in that book with along how it's going to be, you're not going to charge me a service call, you're going to take 15% off.
Right, and the thing about
What's the catch?
Well, the straightforward pricing book, we'll get into that later.
Okay.
but how it works, it's just basically this simple. When you ask someone a price and they sit there and think for a minute and roll their eyes and then spit the price out, not so much. That doesn't turn anybody on.
Right.
What's nice is the price is in the book is the price that's in the book. It's always going to be the same, and it's always the right, and we don't differentiate depending on which mood we're in. And we call it straightforward pricing for a reason, and because customers want that. I just want to know how much it's going to cost. And when we add things in later, nobody likes it.
No, we don't. And I guess when folks do it the other way, we always wonder as consumers, where is this commission? Is this a commission basis where the contractor's motivated to charge more so he makes more?
What if you went grocery shopping and there was no prices and you got up to the end and you had to go, what's it going to be? And
anxiety.
right? But isn't that how plumbing normally works?
Yeah.
That you don't know. The guy's walking around. He looks busy. Is he texting his girlfriend? I don't know. But the Focus plumber is going to give you that price up front. And if he does go to the truck and text his girlfriend, I hope he doesn't. But if he does, it doesn't matter. You already know what your price is going to be,
Okay.
and it's guaranteed and backed up by one of the best contractors in the
All
city.
right, so we know what the
Right.
prices are going to be. You have the option, if you're a VIP like Danny, to get 15% off of those prices. What did it take for Danny to become a VIP Diamond Club member?
Gosh, it was so simple. It was a phone call to me. and I explained the program to him, and obviously because we're friends, he actually listened to me, and it didn't sound like a sales pitch. But the fact of the matter is, once I explained the program to him, he's like, well, gosh, Jerry, of course I have to sign up for that.
How expensive is it?
It's $14.95 a month, Nicole, and there's no contract. We don't want people to cancel, and most people don't. But the fact of the matter is how much better could it be? And what it does is this simple fact, and I know I've stated it before, but when do you want to meet your plumber? Before you have an emergency or after? We all want a friend in the business. Make a friend now, and don't get surprised by your plumbing expenses. Water is important to us and to our lives, and that system that delivers it just needs a little maintaining. Might as well get on it now.
That's
Yeah.
right. What a great way to end.
Maintain now or pay later.
That's right. What a great way to end the segment. Again, Focus Plumbing, I'm telling you, as someone who's experienced this firsthand, please do yourself a favor, learn about Focus Plumbing, and thank you, Jerry. Anything else to finish up?
1-800-FOCUS-24.
That's right. All right.
Guys, thank you for having me here, and it's great to be here and to talk about Focus Plumbing.
That's right. We'll see you next month.
Next
This
month.
is Danny Vegas, Shark Tank. We'll be back next week.